This is gonna be the best game in the whole wide world. You know why? It's been a full year, and I'm faster now. I'm stealthy. I'm the best. Who's the best? You're the best. Who's the best? You're the best. My whole team. We're the best. We're the best. It's time. It's time. You know what time it is? It's game. Yes, game time. Oh, hey guys. What are you guys doing here?
Hey everybody, welcome to Home Comedy 2K16. Good to see all of you. Now that we've taken down our lumberjack friend, let's introduce you to the team.
Benjamin Long, Winston the Firm Handshake Anderson, Adam Quebeca,
Claire Blazer Wilmsfire,
Ryan the Tube Sock Ledman,
Sydney, otherwise known as Omaha, Lexi Gunther,
Jackson Chow, Jackson Gunvalson,
Kylie Johnson,
And I'm Henry, your improv team captain. Alright, at this time, team members can go place your chairs and whatnot. And I have a couple of reminders for you before we get on rolling into our games. Throughout the night, at various times, I'm going to be asking the audience for words or places or jobs or anything like that. Just keep in mind it's a family-friendly show, so keep your suggestions family-friendly and be creative. Shout out whatever you would like to see in a scene. Big thank yous to our producer, Jessica Chipman, who's also running our soundboard. Brett Stranscove on the lights. And my gentlemen taking tickets and whatnot in the hall. Awesome. Without any further ado, we're going to get started with one of our favorite warm-ups. What are you doing? Awesome. So, for those of you who don't know how this game works, we have two lines facing each other, and the person in the middle will be doing something random. The person at the front of the line will ask the person, "What are you doing?" And the person in the middle will have to say something entirely unrelated to what they were doing, and then the person on the end of the line will start doing that thing, so on and so forth. If you say something that's already been said, you're out and you'll hear this noise. You'll hear that noise as well if you take too long or if you don't have an answer. So, let's have a round of applause to get us started. Steve, you're combing a cat.
What are you doing? Shaping my theory. What are you doing? Accidentally building a shelf.
What are you doing?
Crap! I'm flipping the world's largest pancake.
What are you doing? Shrimping a cactus.
What are you doing?
Splits.
What are you doing?
Cracking a coconut.
What are you doing?
Juggling coconuts.
Oh!
What are you doing?
Yoga.
What are you doing? Laying pipe.
What are you doing? Hang gliding on a Dorito.
What
Wow!
are you doing?
Wetting down my eyebrows.
What are you doing? Being a Yoda instructor. What are you doing? Trump's hairstylist.
What are you doing?
I am making gang signs.
What are you doing?
Collecting pillow pets. What are you doing? What are you doing? Flying a pirate ship. Hard!
What are you doing?
Dyeing the poodle blue.
What are you doing? Playing with my imaginary friend. Oh, I see.
What are you doing?
Making cacti. What are you doing?
Pogo sticking up a ladder.
What
are you doing?
I am licking a spark plug.
Spilling all of the beans.
What
are you
No! Cultural appropriation. What are you doing? Making sure my eyebrows are on fleek. Screaming at jelly.
What are you doing? Tasting the rainbow.
What are you doing? Playing with all my whale friends.
What are you doing? Eco-terrorism.
What are you doing?
I am contemplating my uncle's life.
What are you doing?
Plucking my dad's nose hair.
What are you doing? Testing my newest hypothesis. Okay, so this. What are you doing? Fighting communism. Ah! What are you doing? Jumping on in my shoes.
What are you doing?
Falling down an endless up escalator.
practicing a foreign language.
But underwater power squats.
What are you doing?
Making cobbler for a cobbler.
What are you doing?
Flunking in life.
What are you doing?
Getting hyped for improv.
Scooping ice cream.
What are you doing?
Yodeling.
What are you doing?
Why are you pulling up without a bar?
What are you doing?
Jack!
Oh yeah! Blinking obsessively.
Hanging up signs.
What are you doing?
Starting a movie franchise.
What are you doing?
Climbing up a ladder. What are you doing?
Playing chess with a chimp.
What are you doing? I'm fuming sand.
What are you doing?
Reading the dictionary.
What are you doing? Writing the next great American novel.
Oh, that's nice.
What are you doing?
Dusting the corners.
What are you
Here you
doing?
go, teaching a pineapple to dream.
What are you doing?
Breathe. Piercing my tongue.
Screaming at albinos.
Pretending my cucumber crop. What are you doing?
Winning Miss America.
Thank you so much.
What are you doing? What are you
Breaking
doing?
America.
Touching my friend's toes.
Rolling out the carpet.
What are you doing?
Putting together a camouflage puzzle.
What are you doing?
Wanting to go home. What are you doing?
Double knot in my shoes.
What are you doing? Nothing illegal. Combing my mascara.
What are you doing? Spaghettification.
What are you doing?
Shaving only half my eyebrows.
Oh my. Embracing the walnut.
What do you do?
Breathe.
What are you doing?
Break.
Jumping jacks in the walrus. What are you doing?
Applying blue mascara. What are you doing?
Chalking up the score.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Sorting books.
What are you doing?
Diving through a window.
What are you doing?
Flailing at a door hinge.
What are you doing?
I'm naming my alpaca.
What are you doing? Playing in a kazoo band.
What are you doing?
Finding one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Getting stuck in a closet.
What are you doing?
Watching the Nostradamus effect on the History Channel.
Oh my gosh, stretching rubber things.
What are you doing? Well, I'm screaming.
What are you doing?
Letting a fish.
What are you doing?
Holding my friend in a warm embrace.
You're gonna be okay.
What are you doing?
Finding out a new color exists.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
What are you doing?
Painting Q-tips.
Polishing the light fixtures.
What are you doing?
I'm becoming colorblind.
Where did my new color go? Donning a new dress.
What are you doing?
I'm teaching my grandparents technology.
Pulling buttons.
What are you doing?
Vacuuming the curtains.
Visiting SeaWorld.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Figuring out that there's such thing as a tuna fish?
Tuna fish. Oh!
What are you doing?
Putting a light bulb in a peanut butter jar.
What are you doing?
Trying to find the jelly.
What are you doing?
Running away from communism.
No! Stay away! China!
What are you doing? Rearranging the letters of my last name.
Sand. Looking for clues.
What are you doing?
Tie-dye rabbit.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Labeling my soups.
What are you doing?
Annoying my sister.
Looking for girl.
Yeah, good job everybody. Good job, Kylie. And now that we're all warmed up for improvisation, we are going to play a classic game called Human Prop. So, the way this game works is we have 2 scene partners in a scene and 2 members who are actually various props. So, whenever our scene partners seem to need a prop in their scene, then one of the props will hop in as that prop. Make sense? All right. So I'm going to ask you for an occupation. Anybody?
Spaceship. Dentist.
Astronaut.
Alright, sir, are we ready for launch?
I do believe we are ready for launch, sir.
Okay, well, where's the button?
Where's the button?
Where's the button? Oh,
yes, the button.
Alright, buckle up. Where's the seatbelt?
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Safety first.
All right. 3, 2, 1, wait. We brought the suitcase in a week.
Yes, we did forget the suitcase. Where is it?
Where? Oh,
Yes, my space suitcase.
there it is. All right. Okay, now we can press the button.
Wait, is it supposed to look like that? The button's looking a little hairy.
Where's the razor?
Razor!
Oh, there it is.
Yes. Probably good for going over that.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Splendid. Shall I be honest?
Oh, might as well.
Wait. You first.
I insist, sir. I'd say we let a space chimp do it. Space chimp!
You come, Sally. Hit that button.
Where's the steering wheel?
Oh my gosh! Did we forget the steering wheel?
Oh, there it is.
Thank goodness! You scared me! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, we're here!
Are we really?
What's happening? My body feels so weightless. Help me! Claire, I'm afraid. Why are you floating, Claire?
Because my brain locked that wheel. That's not important.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God, I'm not floating, I'm just crazy.
What a tough job it is being a crazy astronaut. So, for our next scene on the subject of jobs, we're going to do a little job interview. So, job interview is a game where we have two folk getting interviewed by two interviewees for a job. Trick is, they don't know what job they're interviewing for, right? And it's a crazy, out-of-this-world, insane job that not a lot of people would do, probably. So, me and Kylie will be leaving the room so we can't hear you guys while you guys assign some jobs, and then we'll come back and try to guess the job. If we guess the job during the scene, then clap really loud so that we know we guessed the job. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, here you go, Claire.
All right, let's get some jobs written down. All right, so there it is. We need a job A. So what is the most obscure job you can think of?
Lettuce picker!
Toilet cleaner! Toilet cleaner!
Lettuce picker!
Lettuce picker. Okay. Lettuce. All right. I know my handwriting's beautiful, isn't it? All right. We need another job. What did you say?
Donut taste tester.
Oreo stuffer!
Donut taste tester.
Oreo stuffer.
Squirrel cheese.
What? I did have Oreo stuffer. I like that. Let's go with that. All right.
Orange politician handler.
All right, another obscure job, last one. That is not Trump.
A cat crusher?
Yes. Cat crusher. All right, so we have our cat crusher, we have our Oreo stuffer, and our lettuce picker. So let's cheer to bring out Kylie and or Henry.
How you doing today?
My name's Lyle. My name's not Lyle. Hi. My name's Kim. And it's not Kim either. Okay.
Will you be applying for job A, B, or C, please?
You know, I think I'm gonna go for job C today.
Job C.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Sorry, Curveball. Of course. Tell us about yourself. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? You know, in my free time, I just love to knit pillowcases, and I love to defer items, and sometimes I get my nails done.
Your professions.
Perfect. Okay.
sense. Well, that's not going to help you very much in this job.
Okay.
You're going to need to touch the cats a little.
Okay, well, I can touch the cats. I just meant I wasn't going to kill them. You know, when I'm petting cats professionally and I'm stroking cats. Yes, but there's another. When I'm brushing the fur off.
Well, howdy, y'all.
Well, hey, you popped job A or B today?
Oh, today I'm going with job A, I believe.
I know.
Stop!
How do you like vegetables?
Oh, you know I like vegetables. I actually wrote an essay on vegetables one time. Very in-depth, it took me weeks, but I'm very proud of it myself, vegetables.
Now, was that a research paper or a thesis?
Well, it was a thesis paper for my doctorate degree in vegetation.
Well, I tell you what, this ain't going to help me so much.
There's a lot of different varieties of these vegetables.
Right.
What color are you more sustainable?
I say that brown is always the most sustainable color.
You like
Brown might be a little too
But you see, when I get the brown ones, then I like to paint them a darker color.
That's when they're all solid, you know. You don't want them solid.
Right, of
No,
course.
we want like
The firm ones. Crunch, yes, the crunch dark ones.
So how are you at harvesting?
Harvesting. Oh, let me tell you a story about harvesting.
Let's hear all about it.
So I was sitting at my house the other night, apartment actually, and I saw a documentary on harvesting.
Oh, mine is perfect.
So let's cut to the chase. Let us cut to the chase.
Yes.
Let us.
Oh, yes, let us cut to the chase.
Honey, you got your harvesting it.
Yes, I do that. In the volular form. And then I do other things.
Is there any like bad things that you did, like habits, like biting him, or like?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was a very sanitary child. Hard to believe. I know I'm so burly, but no. I usually try to stay pretty clean. I wasn't a big time gold digger.
So I ask you one question there. You more of a salad person yourself, or you more of a carrot and a ranch type person?
Well, I am vegan, so I do enjoy a good salad.
Oh, now perfect for this here guy.
I do believe that I'm very qualified for this job. If I may ask a question, what are the working conditions per se?
Real warm, out in the dirt.
Out in the dirt.
Yep, that's about it.
Yes, as a lettuce harvester, let's give it up for all of our interview peeps. Always so much fun. So we saw some interesting characters in that scene, which leads us to our next scene called, drumroll please, Battle of experts, and you will be allowed to ask some questions, and they will answer for you from the perspective of the expert that they are. However, first they have to discover what expert they're going to be. So I'm going to invite them to begin on their character walk. So start walking at a 4 out of 10 pace. Now start thinking about your favorite flavor. Something that tastes very good to you. Now think about how that might relate to your profession. Now think about where you're going, where you're coming from, and think about your childhood. Do you have any pets in your childhood? Were you scared of anything? Are you still scared of anything? How does that relate to your job? To a job? Pick a job, a profession, something that you're the best in the world at. Nobody's better than you. You've spent countless seconds, hours, days, whatever you choose, studying your profession. Think about your character's walk. Think about their talk. How do they talk? Are they good at talking to people? What's their name? What's something interesting about them? And once you've thought of all these things, line up right here, please. Alright, it's time to meet our panel of experts. So, without further ado, will you tell us your name, your occupation, or something interesting about yourself?
They call me Scraggle Beard. It's kind of patchy, doesn't grow real well.
Hi, I am the Vanessa.
They call me Jimmy Deadlift. I once swam through a wood chipper.
Well, we've got some very, very interesting jobs here. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to ask if you have any questions you'd like to ask our panel of experts. Questions, like questions.
What's your job? What time of year is best for your job?
What time of year is best for your occupation?
All the time, I'm in the gym 24/7, working on the arm day every day. When it's leg day, it's arm day. Every day. Triceps, biceps, you get the forearms in, forearm curls. You get the leg press, push it with your arms. Arm day, every day.
Hi. The best time to do my job is all the time. Because there is no wrong season. Why can't seasons just get along? I mean, the winter is cold, and the summer is hot. I think that makes a perfect pair.
Will it be a sailor's life for me? In the winter, all I need is to snuggle a little closer to my parakeet.
Alright, how about some life problems? What's a generic life problem you might be having?
Car won't start.
Your car won't start. What do you do?
That'd be why I'm BSE. Myself, landlubber. A car won't start, eh? I'll pitch your sail.
I don't drive, so I don't ever have that problem. But if I did, I sure would find a good way to solve it.
Alright, chances are if you can fit in your car, you're not big enough yet. What you gotta do is you just gotta keep getting in the gym, chest and back, every single day. Arm day, arm day, arm day.
Okay. What's a relationship problem that you might be having?
Caught cheating.
What if your
You were caught cheating. What do you do?
Well, here's the thing. The only thing you ever cheat on is leg day. Second thing, if you're caught cheating, you didn't cheat good enough. You're not working hard enough. That's the important thing. So what you gotta do is you gotta get back in the gym and gotta get bigger so that she comes back to you even though you cheated. Then you don't lose. Easy.
I wouldn't know anything about cheating.
been caught cheating is you look at young Susie and you say, off the plank with ye.
Alright, let's hear it for our panel of experts. Alright, so we're all having a good time, we're all having fun, but on a more serious note, us here at Improv are really messed up. Really, I promise you. And we're working on it, but sometimes we need some help. So daily, we all have a diary that we write in. A diary, a dream journal, a spirit collector, whatever you prefer to call it. And today, we're here to share with you from that diary. So, the way that this scene will work is our first person, who is Claire, will begin writing in her daily diary, and Jackson will be acting it out. At any point during the scene, if Claire's diary calls for another character, then one of our two other characters will hop in, and at any point during the scene, Jackson can push Claire out of the seat and continue the diary in his own words. The scene ends when all four people have written in the diary. So without further ado, let's hear what Claire's diary says today.
Dear diary, today I woke up thinking this was gonna be the greatest day ever. You see, I was gonna go down to the skate park with my friend Tony. It was just gonna be great. Then my mom showed up. And my mom at the top of the stairs, she was just all like, okay, hold up, Mark. You gotta clean your room before you can go out. And I was all like, what, Mom? No. And she was all like, you ain't gonna go out until you clean your room. And then I was all like, oh no. And then my mom just like, tried to usher me back into my room, and I pushed her, and she fell down the stairs. And she broke something.
So, my friend here was really upset about that because, he loves his mom so much. I think it's actually sort of weird. But he started chasing me around with a sickle that he just took from under his shirt and started yelling, pro-communism, go communism, communism. I didn't know what to do, so then I said, stop, hammer time. And then the blade from out of nowhere. We started dancing like crazy until my legs fell off. But luckily, there was a paramedic here. So then he took out a sickle and started sewing my legs back together with the sickle. He started to take out his own hair.
And I said to the man, I said, sewing me back together with a sickle in your hair? Where did you get your license? She said you need a license to practice medicine? I said, yes, of course. What? Where did you get that diploma? And he pulled out his diploma and he said, oh my gosh, where did I get this? And then we were both confused and he started to cry. I said, what is wrong with you, sir? And he didn't have any response. He said, who am I? Oh my goodness. This wasn't just any ordinary man. This was a really smart guy. He has a diploma. He was clearly legitimate and not a crazy homeless man. I promise you. So I said, well, carry on then. And so we continued to sew my legs back together with the sickle. Looking at a botched job, my legs started to rot a little bit after a couple days. They might fall off 5 or 6 days, give or take, but it's better than having no legs, am I right? So the man started to panic when I said, maybe I should go and see, an actually licensed doctor. He said, no, you cannot do that, and you can never tell anyone who I am. I said, oh my gosh, who are you? And then he said, I'm a person? I said, no, not this again. You do know who you are, correct? And he's like, yes, of course, Bartholomew. I said, why do you have a name tag that says C?
Clearly, I was dealing with an unorthodox doctor. I knew that I had to get away. There was one simple solution. A leg transplant. I asked him for one. I said, please, give me your legs. Of course, there was a little bit of a hesitation between us. We didn't know if we were the same blood type. It turned
Such is the life of an everyday improver. Alright, good job. So, when you came in today, you were asked at the tick table if you wanted to contribute a couple of famous lines from some movies. So now we're going to bring out those movie quotes and use them in a scene called Movie Quotes. So, our movie quoters will be Jackson G, Jackson C, and BJ. They do not know these quotes, they have not seen them, they have not read them, and they will not read them until at any point during the scene when they feel so obliged to take the quote out, flip it open, and read it, and then justify it in the scene. Alright, so, for these three guys, can we have a place?
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
I'm afraid of pinball!
I need to harvest your organs and live inside that.
Oh my goodness, that's dark! I don't know how I'm gonna get one. Maybe we can get warned by Omaha family. Plus family means no one gets left behind. Guys, we must stick together in order to survive this.
We're a family now!
Organs.
I might spare kidney, but that's all I'm
I
giving
will
you.
harvest your organs, or yours sincerely, the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast? It would be nice to have that in Antarctica.
It would also be nice to have a club.
Call it the Dinner Club.
Dinner club.
I love dinner club. Maybe, okay, we'll be always. Always and forever.
We have to survive now. Let's make a shelter.
A shelter.
Okay. Are there any trees? What about igloos? There's lots of Eskimos. I know one.
There's also
Excuse me, my neighbor.
Eskimo is
What
not
if-
the same as a southern person, right?
What if Jack it back?
Don't you threaten me! Don't you threaten me! Oh my goodness, I swear! Just keep swimming, you guys!
Critters now!
Well, I mean, they're all over the place. We just have to be focused.
I mean, that global warming stuff will create quite a lot of water.
Wait, I have to say something. I volunteer as tribute.
All right, it's right there. Go ahead, do it.
Wait, do you know like any spell that can change me into like a mer creature?
Nope, sorry. You said you'd sacrifice yourself, so
Wait, I guess I have to.
maybe if we warm you up first.
Yeah. Wait, and we need his organs. Throw them in with me, that's the least you can do.
That's so unfortunate. He lost all his organs. Alright, so we have a special game for you today. It's one of our favorites and yours. It's called Party Quirks. So, Party Quirks is a particularly fun game where our friend Claire is hosting a party. And at Claire's party there will be some strange characters. So let's say goodbye to Claire. Goodbye, Claire. She's gonna go into the other room and won't be able to hear us. Thank you, Claire. Wait to the door. There we go. Okay, so we are all guests at Claire's party, but we're not your ordinary guests. See, we all have two strange quirks about us that define us as a person. And it's Claire's job to, throughout the scene, guess what those quirks are. If she guesses the quirk, then we all cheer really loud and you'll hear this noise.
Ice water.
Yeah, okay, so, when Claire guesses all of our quirks, then the scene is over, and she wins. So, let's start with Winston. Our friend Winston here, he is just the best. He's the very best in the world.
A wizard.
What's he's the best at?
A wizard. Wizardry.
He's the best wizard in the world. He's the best wizard in the world, but it's very unfortunate because Winston is easily triggered into fits of hysteria. What triggers Winston? Winston. So, Winston is the best magician in the world who's triggered by toes. Lexi here, Lexi has been doing this job forever.
Archaeology.
She's an archaeologist. But Lexi is terrified. Absolutely terrified of what? Glitter. You're an archaeologist terrified by glitter. Now, me, I am your classic blank enthusiast. Fill in the blank. Pancake. I'm a pancake enthusiast. But it just so happens that I have a severe allergy. What am I allergic to? I'm allergic to pigs. Alright, so in review, Winston, peek your head out. Winston, tell us your job.
I'm a wizard that's terrified of toes.
Lexi, what are you?
I'm an archaeologist who is afraid of glitter.
Yes. And I'm a pancake enthusiast who is terribly allergic to pigs. Alright, we gotta scream really loud to get Claire back out here.
Are you spooked out yet? Whoa! Now your table is a slightly larger table.
Oh yes, we got pinwheels and corn and it's space and pinwheels and eat. Like, and oh, hang on.
How old are they?
This is the place.
Anyway,
I just love circular objects.
You really do?
They inspire
That's
me.
right, then you're gonna love this party. Oh, we got all kinds of colors. Red, orange, yellow.
Exciting, you say. Watch this. Using this magic potion, your purple is now a slightly lighter shade of purple.
You're a real magician, aren't you?
Say, what's for eats?
For eats? Oh, we got those pinwheels.
Pinwheels?
Yes.
Well, that's good, but you got any AM food?
Oh my goodness. Pinwheel. So sparkly. Sparkly. Are you okay? Oh, I know what'll cheer her up. Watch this trick. Sparkles!
Okay, I don't think she likes that very much, so let's get her a solid rush. I need to think of... How old are you? 26. That's nice. Oh, thank you. I drank a lot of milk as a kid. Yeah.
I used to drink milk too, back in the days, living on the farm.
Oh, I remember
Horrible
them all
times.
days.
I know how to create milk from nothing but silver and ether. Behold!
Is that milk good for your bones? You know, I really don't remember hiring a magician for this party. But...
No magician, I'm real. Watch this. Now her feet will magically grow. Oh my gosh, they're so big now. No!
They're huge.
On earth are those dangly bits on the end. Oh my god. No, you're not. You're just a crazy woman with large feet.
So you know what would go good with some of that milk that you made?
What?
Some butter with the milk. I do love buttered milk. Buttered milk. Yes, that is one of my varieties.
Or breakfast foods, actually.
Breakfast foods, yeah, only some though. The sizzly ones are not my forte, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Oh, we might have to blow out some pinwheels then.
Blowing out things! Watch as I cast a magical spell that will blow those candles out! Oh my gosh, it got so much larger. Does anybody have any water? Ha-ha! Water! Ha! Watch this! Gasoline! No!
Really bad wizard, aren't you? Like my annual party.
Yes, but there's one thing that I can't solve with a magic spell.
All the glitter one's gone.
What on earth is her problem?
She's really afraid of glitter.
As I was saying, there's one thing that I can't solve with any sort of magic wizarding spells.
And that is?
My disdain for a particular appendage on the foot. 5, I suppose, is a good number to describe said appendages.
Well, you know, there was one activity that we're going to be doing at this pinwheel party is when we hold pinwheels in between our toes.
No!
I totally want to get over your fear of that.
Are there any antiques? Do you know those pretty things? I mean, sometimes, like, I just, like, I really want to collect some really antique
Pinwheels, I mean, I got some.
Well, I mean, did you, like, find any anywhere? Were there any outside? Like, do you go, like,
I suppose we can go hunting for more, like treasure hunting for more.
Hunting. Now that's a fun thing. But you have to be shooting the right animals. Nasty stuff. No. I spend my days inside, memorizing verses to my song I'm writing. Do you want to hear some?
Yes,
Buttermilk, blueberry, maple, I am of sorts.
dig up some pennies?
Yes, we can go treasure hunting.
I brought my whole set of all my fashions and
Oh.
my kits.
Oh.
And I just like to, like, make them pretty.
Let's go.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, I got your bacon delivery. Hey, come here.
Well, it's not as bad as in the fried form. I would have probably died if it wasn't.
Because you're allergic to bacon, aren't you?
Well, it's not as bad as in the fried form.
Silly.
So about going inside the
Yes.
Can you go?
Yes, let's go right now.
I know this is your party, but
Yes, hello there. I'm here from the Smithsonian. I have a large shipment of skulls.
I've been waiting for these. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
I will send my check over. Probably not.
She doesn't seem very enthusiastic about her passion, but I am super enthusiastic about mine.
Sir, you
I might, yeah.
How old are you?
All right, why don't
47.
we stop here? Back to the
But I want my bone.
your empty phone collection.
No. I just, these ones have come straight from the ground. These ones have come from Colorado.
Hey, weren't you that person on Jurassic Park?
Okay, well, I know you're a paleontologist, but seriously, I think we need to just put our clothes. Pinwheels.
Buttermilk, blueberry. So much.
Hey, you forgot your maple syrup.
Thank you. I'll put it into my utility belt. I'm super enthusiastic.
About maple syrup.
Well, about what I put it on.
Pancakes.
Yes, I am enthusiastic about pancakes. The other breakfast food I can't stand, well, the living version, of course. Guys, you just think about it.
You just think about So, let me get this straight. Sausage. I
I apologize in advance, this next scene's in a different language, so we brought in some translators because it's entirely spoken in the language of the land of gibber. It's in gibberish. So, this is called foreign film. Our two people in the middle will be speaking in gibberish to each other, and here are translators who will be telling us what they're actually saying. So, can we have a relationship? Some form of relationship.
Siblings.
Siblings.
Yeehaw! Don't you nervous?
Alright, I'm not gonna forgive you. You've eaten my goldfish for the last time.
Will you rub my Xbox?
Well.
It wasn't broken. It was broken before I poured your goldfish on it.
Ah, shake it and Kevin. You scratched all of my CD.
Yeehaw!
Well, the lawnmower will do that.
I should have had a kind of cough. Why do we need a lawnmower?
Doggy!
Scratch your CDs.
You've already done that.
No! You're proud, cowboy!
I know.
Well, I read this really cool thing online. If you rub bananas on them, it'll fix them.
Doggy!
Thank God I carry all these bananas in my pocket.
That's an apple. That's an apple.
I was wondering why my banana bread tasted like apples.
Here, let's go shopping for some bananas.
Sounds like a good idea.
To the banana store!
Oh, gibber. Such a rich culture. Alright, so for our last game of tonight's show, we saved one of our favorites for you. It's called Two Lines! So, here are my friends playing two lines with me, and the way this game works is each of them gets only 2 lines apiece. They're the only lines that they can use in the entire scene. They can't say anything else other than these 2 lines. So, can we have something that Ryan's gonna say? 1 line.
Yes, Daddy.
Something else, maybe. Shout some out, shout some out. Whatever you say. There's a good one. One more. Are you gonna eat that? So your lines are?
Whatever you say, are you gonna eat that?
All right, 1 line for Adam.
That's an unfortunate situation.
Well, that's an unfortunate situation. Struggling. Generic something. I'm very tall. So your lines are?
Well, that's an unfortunate situation. I'm very tall.
All right, and can we have a word, random word?
Cat.
Cat. All right. What were Ryan's lines?
Are you gonna eat that?
And
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
All right. Cat.
You gonna eat that?
That's not okay to say. We're in the hospital.
That's an unfortunate situation.
No, right it is. My cat has liver disease.
I'm very tall.
Not relevant.
Well, that's an unfortunate situation.
I just don't know what to do. I've had this cat together every day. And
Well, that's an unfortunate situation.
I bet it is. I even brought some of the cat food here with me.
You can eat them.
Well, now I'm not.
Well, that's an unfortunate situation.
Yes, indeed. And then we came to this tiny veterinary hospital. This is like a person hospital, but smaller. And
That's very unfortunate. I'm very tall.
Whatever you say.
yes, that is unfortunate. And now I don't know what to do. I think we have to take matters into our own hands.
I'm very tall.
You're right. You can be the table. And we'll take the cat with liver disease. It's okay, Snugglekins. It'll be okay.
Well, that's an unfortunate situation.
Just hold it there for a while.
I'm very tall.
Yes, you are. Good work. And I'm gonna have to cut her open, I guess. Oh, that's nasty.
You can eat that.
No! We have to fix it.
Whatever you say.
I think we just. Oh, we're in the cat. We're in the cat. Oh, he's in the cat. Did you get the liver? Oh, he got the liver. Hey! What are you doing? Well,
That's an unfortunate situation.
all right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to our shows. Come to our next shows. We have one more at 8 and one more at 9.
What about the dance party?
You're right. I forgot. Dance party.